Welcome back. It's time for some news in DSI. We're going to start our news break in Wycomico County, where courts are preparing to open up a little bit more after essentially being closed for 4 months, causing a major backlog in cases. 47 ABC's Kylie Panetta has more on the ramifications that those backlogs have caused.
It just remains to be seen the consequences of where we are. We can't anticipate all of them.
Wycomico County State's Attorney Jamie Dykes says the pandemic has created a major backlog of court cases, upwards of 1,000 in circuit court alone. But the impact of that extends outside the courtroom.
The consequences of this have been that many defendants have been let out. There's been a concern about COVID becoming rampant in our institutions, in our jail facilities.
Maryland courts have been operating in a very limited capacity for almost 4 months, but the number of cases attorneys are handling have almost tripled because previous ones can't be resolved.
I have some prosecutors whose caseloads are reaching 100, and that is a place that we have never been.
The same is true for civil law attorneys. One Salisbury attorney says he's seeing a rise in cases related to employment issues.
Those of us in my profession who handle civil cases, lawsuits, have pretty much been put on hold in terms of any face-to-face courtroom action.
Attorney Robin Cockey believes civil cases may even be drawn out longer than others.
Criminal cases have constitutional safeguards where you get a speedy trial and all that sort of thing. But in civil cases, you don't have the same protections.
And when things do reopen, some attorneys anticipate quite a bit of prep time will be needed to do things like find and serve witnesses.
The avalanche that is coming, we're just going to have to manage.
Now, we also asked Wycomico County State's Attorney Jamie Dykes about face masks in court. She says she'd actually be surprised if they're required or even allowed at all. She tells 47 ABC the ability to see someone's facial expressions actually helps determine their credibility, something she describes as a foundation of their system. Well, staying in Wycomico County, close to $800,000 are headed to Shore Up Inc. in Salisbury to support Head Start services thanks to the CARES Act. The services will be given to low-income children up to the age of 5 here on the Eastern Shore. Funding will also provide help for children with individualized education plans or IEPs, ensuring that a child with an identified disability receives specialized instruction and services. Money will also be used to purchase tablets and personal protective equipment such as masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, and more. Well, now we're going to take a look at the number of positive coronavirus cases across our region. Maryland added 707 cases over the last 24 hours. That brings the state's total to 76,371. Their positivity rate stands at 3.43, which is a significant drop from yesterday's 4.87. Now, when we move to Virginia, they added 946. The state now has a total of 72,516 with a positivity rate of 6%. That's only 0.2 more than yesterday. Lastly, when we take a look at Delaware, they added 223 for a total of 13,337. Their positivity rate is 3.3, down by 1% since yesterday. Now, when we take a look at our hardest hit counties here on Delmarva, here's where we stand. Wycomico County up 11 cases from yesterday, bringing the county to a total of 1,173 and a positivity rate of 3.81. Worcester County adding 11 cases today. The county now has 336 with a positivity rate of 4.29. That's up slightly from yesterday's 4.08. Now, finally, when we get to Sussex County, they added 73 cases today. The county is now reporting a total of 5,244 cases, but there is good news. The county saw a huge drop in their positivity rate from 7.8 yesterday down to just a 3.6 today. All right. Shifting gears one last time, we're going to take a look at weather. Daniel, we know it is going to be hot. We know we have a heat wave coming in. So is there some good news that comes along with that heat wave? You tell me.
You're putting me on the spot. You're making me the bad messenger here. We do have some rain chances here and there, which could temporarily cool us down. But overall, we're in a heat wave for the next 5 to 7, maybe 8 days. So we're going to talk about that coming up. A few people out there on the boardwalk in Rehoboth Beach on our Morse Roofing and Siding Skycam. Take a look at this gorgeous picture from tonight as the sun was setting. Pinks, oranges, and some red showing up. Janet and Snow Hill took that picture. Thank you so much. Weather watchers calling in. Bud and Pam and Laurel, 79, 78 for Ted and Millsboro, 79 for Chucky and Lewis. And it is still 80 right now at this hour in Chincoteague for Ed. 80 at Wallops Island, 78 in Salisbury, 81 in Easton. The heat index, yes, past the 11 o'clock hour, there is a heat index close to 90 in Ocean City. Unbelievable. Feels like 83 in Georgetown, feels like 87 in Easton. But the dangerous heat, that arrives Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So an excessive heat watch is in effect for northern Delmarva. These areas just have a better chance at having heat index values near 110. However, we all have a pretty good chance at seeing heat index values. We're probably all going to at least have a heat advisory in effect as we head into early next week. Right now, though, a lot of cloud cover, especially for Salisbury and points to the south. This is a slow-moving cold front. It brought some areas some rain earlier today, mainly south of Salisbury, and we can't rule out an isolated shower tonight. Temperatures warm, though, in the mid-70s, partly to mostly cloudy. Tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny, but we're expecting some storms late in the afternoon, actually shortly after noon. So could be as early as the noon hour with some of those storms bubbling up. Temperatures in the low 90s, but the heat index in the upper 90s. If you take the boat out tomorrow, looking good overall, but again, keep an eye to the sky. There will be some pop-up storms, especially south and east of Salisbury. 86 is that forecast high in Ocean City. We are expecting some storms during the afternoon. Sunday, a good beach day in the afternoon. Some fog for the morning, 87 degrees. A quick look at Futurecast does show by noon a few showers beginning to pop up from Salisbury, south and east. Again, those are the areas with the best chance for rain. But by Sunday, it's sunny for pretty much everyone. Maybe a little bit of fog at the ocean, but the heat, look at this, 97 by Monday. That's when we're expecting heat index values close to 110. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider. We'll be right back.
I'm Coach Fuchs, Pocomoke High School, and you're watching the Delmarva Sports Insider.